Question 12. The function of x equals 3x squared minus 2x minus 21. Express the function of x plus 3 in the form ax squared plus bx. Now, this is not as difficult as it looks. All it's really telling you is that where you had x there, you're now adding 3. So all we have to do is replace our x values with x plus 3. So, expanding on first one, let's do the bracket first of all.
Return the opposite textbooks.
X squared plus 3x plus 3x plus 9, and all of that's being multiplied by 3, and then minus 2x minus 6, and then minus 21. Three x squared plus 9x plus 9x plus 27, take away 2x, take away 6, take away 21. Collect together your like terms. So we have 3x squared, and that's the only x squared we've got. We've got 9, 18, take away 2 is 16, x, and then you've got 27, take away 6, take away 21, which is 0. So we've got it in our form ax squared plus bx, ax squared plus bx. If you want to be really pedantic, you could say a equals 3 and b equals 16. Question 14. Show that the equation x cubed plus 4x equals 1 has a solution between x equals 0 and x equals 1. Right, the way that we need to do this is we need to, first of all, rearrange to equal 0. So if we take away that 1 from both sides, we'll get x cubed plus 4x, take away 1 equals 0. Okay, remember to solve any equation, you really need it to equal 0 at the end, because then we can factorize or put in values, okay? There's a solution between 0 and 1. Okay, well what would happen if x was 0? If x was 0, we'd have 0 cubed plus 4 lots of 0, take away 1, and that would be 0, that would be 0, take away 1, minus 1. And what would happen if x was 1? Now we're just going to put, that was when x was 0, now we're going to do x equals 1. So we'd have 1 cubed plus 4 lots of 1, take away 1. So 1 cubed is 1, 4 times 1 is 4, so 1 plus 4 is 5, take away 1, leaves you with 4. Now because that's a negative value and that's a positive value, it means it's crossing the 0 at some point in there, which means there must be a solution. So 1 negative, 1 positive. So there is a solution. Okay, if I was to draw this as a graph, I'm not going to try and replicate the x cubed as such, but we'd have the y value at when x is 0 and when x is 1. When x is 0, we'd have a y value of minus 1, and when x is 1, we have a y value of 4. So it would go something like that. Yeah, so y value of minus 1, y value of 4. And therefore, at some point between those two, it crosses. And therefore, you'd have an x value, you'd have a y value of 0. B. Show the equation x cubed plus 4x minus 1, equals 1 can be arranged to give you x equals 1/4 minus x cubed over 4. Okay, if we take a look at that, we're trying to get x equals, so we're rearranging the equation to have x equals. So we know the thing that we're trying to get is this x here on its own. Okay? So we move things away from there. So at the moment we've got x cubed on this side, so we want it on the other side. So we're going to take it away from both. So our first step is take away x cubed from both sides. So that's going to leave us with 4x equals 1 minus x cubed. And then, to get x on its own, we're going to divide both sides by 4. So we get x equals 1 over 4, take away x cubed over 4. Done. Only one mark, not too difficult. Third one, starting with x0 equals 0, use the iteration formula, x to the n plus 1 equals 1/4 minus x cubed n over 4. What that means is our current value of x there will become our new value of x here. Okay, so we start off with using x equals 0 over here, and then that'll give us the x1. So x1 is going to equal 1/4 minus 0 to the power 3 over 4. So 0 to the power 3 is still 0, so that's going to be 1/4 take away nothing. So 1/4 take away nothing is 1/4. We're having to do it twice, and that's our first one. Okay, so you can write down first iteration if you want. So iteration just means putting it through the process more than once. We now have a new value of x. So the second iteration of x is going to be 1/4 minus 1/4 cubed over 4. So that will be 1/4 cubed is 1 over 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is 64. That's going to be 1/4 minus 1 over 64 over 4. And you can use your calculator to do that for you, because we have a calculator. So 1/4 minus 1 over 64 over 4, and you get the final answer of 63 over 256. Okay, and that is our second iteration. And it only asks you to go through twice. Now, obviously, with iteration, you could keep going and get closer and closer and closer to the correct answer, but you're unlikely to ever reach the exact answer unless you do it for a very long time.